Void. So, if you don't know who Void is, I believe they're a duo, a rap duo, and they make diss tracks. So essentially, I'm a poor, emphasis on poor. I'm a poor man's version of them, as you can see over here, the people they've dissed. Some of them, I've dissed those people as well. I guess diss track guys think alike. Pokimane, I did her. Jake Paul, we both did Jake Paul 2 times. The main point here is, as you can see, K-pop stands diss track, and as you see the like to dislike ratio, 21,000 likes compared to 61,000 dislikes. Ironic, if you look at their channel, this is gonna be, don't be surprised, it's on pace to be their most liked video, but it's gonna be on the highest dislike ratio. How about that though? And a lot of those dislikes are coming from a bunch of salty K-pop fans that can't take any criticism about their music genre that they like. There's this YouTuber named Dosa Buckley, and this was many years ago. He made a video ranting about music fans and why they're stupid, essentially. You're getting attached to a product. These people look at you as dollar signs. Yes, music is an art, but it's also a product at the same time. And they're trying to make you buy that product. So stop getting so attached and thinking that if someone criticizes your favorite music genre, that means they're personally attacking you. And a big thing people are saying is, all right, let's see this comment. Says, no one cares what you think about K-pop stans, but this is literally a diss track for the K-pop artists. Okay, I want to say something, but I'm going to say it when I'm finished reading this. They're literally just doing their job, and you're disgusting for bringing someone's suicide into this. Depression and suicide aren't light topics to throw around like it's nothing. I'm sorry if I'm butchering this K-pop artist's name, Jung Hyun's passing in this was very disrespectful and insensitive. Put yourself in shot. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names, but I don't focus on K-pop like that. I'm really not that aware about how toxic K-pop stans are. I like a K-pop song here and there. The limited sample size I've heard from BTS, I like what they're putting out, but I don't really know or have huge awareness about how toxic these K-pop stans are. How do you think they would feel about someone making a mockery out of his passing? These K-pop artists are real human beings. Treat them like it. They're not your personal punching bag. And this is the issue I have with people saying that they're mocking his suicide. They're not mocking his suicide. Do you listen to the lyrics? No. It seems like what you did was just pick and choose. You cherry-picked the lines and said, oh, he's making fun of their suicide. They're not making fun of their suicide. Clearly, lyrics aren't really a thing for you K-pop fans. Because K-pop fans, I'm going to bring this up. My boy Evans, his stepdaughter, I seen her one time. When I was hanging out with him, he brought her since his girl was working that day. And she says she likes K-pop. And his stepdaughter, she is biracial. And none of those races consist of being Korean. So, not saying that you have to be Korean in order to know the culture. But I think the safe assumption is listening to K-pop is her only real interaction with the Korean culture. So you think she knows what they're saying? Like BTS song Dynamite. Do you think she knows any of the words that aren't in English? No! So, you clearly don't listen to lyrics. And lyrics aren't your thing if you're a K-pop fan. As K-pop fans, probably a lot of them, some of them do, but there's a lot of them that probably don't know what BTS is saying. Aside from, ooh, 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 like dynamite. Sorry, that sing was cringe, but I just wanted to do that for a second. All right, I want to get into that actual lyric and show you the context of it, as opposed to just blindly hating on Void for supposedly mocking somebody's suicide. And this is the other reason this is on Nonsense of the Week. People are triggered over the supposed mocking of a K-pop star suicide, but you're saying for them to kill themselves? Do you know how much of a hypocritical idiot you sound like by saying that? You're mad over the fact someone's mocking, allegedly, it's not, but you're mad over them mocking his suicide while you're telling them to kill themselves. Do you not see how hypocritical you sound? Well, I guess it's like what Michael DeSantis said on GTA 5. Hypocrisy is America's greatest virtue. Let me show you the lyrics so you don't blindly hate Void for nothing. Anybody try to diss back, I'ma flip on that bitch and erase it. These finger flickers, they were fair in a fist fight. What these corporations doing to these kids? Okay, they say, what these corporations do to these kids just ain't right. He is pointing out how toxic the K-pop industry is. Where in the world does it say about him mocking suicide? If you have an issue with them using pictures from the funeral, okay, fair enough. But don't be saying that they're mocking his suicide when they're clearly not. And you K-pop stans don't know how diss tracks work. If you want to talk about how being disrespectful, you want to talk about someone being disrespectful to dead people, here's this. Timo 51 Dead Ops. If you don't, I've got to explain that because clearly you K-pop stans, maybe I'm wrong, but I think a lot of you K-pop stans don't understand, aren't really hip to rap culture. Did you hear that? I'm just skip through to the hook of it. Did they say anything like that on the diss track? They didn't say. They didn't make a hook saying this K-pop star dead. This K-pop star dead. This is disrespect. This whole song is just disrespecting Dead Ops. And if you probably don't know what ops are if you're a K-pop stan. Because I just make that assumption since you're triggered over that? Over what Void said? What Void said is nothing compared to some of these other rap songs you'll hear, to some of these other diss tracks, such as this. Ops are opponents, and normally person that gets referred to as ops is from the opposite gang. Like if you're a blood, they're a crip. Those are the ops. And when the ops die, they're gonna be happy about that. It's gang stuff. Stuff you wouldn't know unless you been a part of that culture and lived it, or if you're a rap fan and look it up. That's disrespecting a dead person, not Void. So if you want to hate something, dislike something, be informed as opposed to just blindly hating it because they're dissing on something you like. It's not that serious when it comes to people dissing something you like. Stop being so triggered over somebody dissing. They weren't even dissing a specific person in this. They were dissing a group of people. And normally, as you can see, they diss individuals. So stop being so butthurt. It's ridiculous. You get canceled nowadays for just having a different opinion with somebody. And that's what I gotta say on this Void controversy. You K-pop stans are the reason why stan is in the dictionary. What normal, rational person says, oh, someone's making fun, I think someone's making fun of a K-pop artist suicide. So you know what I'm gonna tell them to do? Kill themselves! The logic of some of these people. That's, and I bet you a lot of these kids that are saying this are underage. This is why you shouldn't be able to make life decisions till at least 18. And if these people that are saying that are above age of 18, this is why the drinking age is 21, because the government thinks you're a bunch of idiots.